Hello and welcome to a first look at dotAGE. This game is a turn-based city builder sort of idea. Very cool. Game says it's very hard. I saw a few people compare it to RimWorld. I didn't get too far in my first playthrough because that's not really the point. This is just like, I'm 2 hours into playing it. How do I feel? I'll bring the game to you. I'm no expert, that's the deal. But before we get into that, this game is solo developed and self-published by a developer named, and hopefully I don't say this wrong, it's Michel Pirovano. Game was made, as you can see here on the little menu thing, over the course of 8 years, which is really cool. I think it's sick to see solo development projects like this. I always think they're very neato. But how is the game itself? I mean, it's pretty fun, I thought, but I didn't get super far, so I don't know how the end game is. Some games have problems that you won't see, or some games just get more fun as you get on, Monster Train, I didn't realize the problems that I had with the game until a few thousand hours in, so I'd say I got my money's worth anyway. Speaking of money, this game is, I missed the introductory sale. It released on October 4th. You're going to be seeing this on the 11th, hopefully. So the introductory sale is over, but the game is a strange price. It's $17.59 on Steam, so just under $18, and it wasn't too big. I don't remember. I want to start keeping track of how big games are, but it installed for me in a few minutes. Here, actually, you know what? I'll tab out real quick and I'll check. I'll let you know, just in case that's a concern, because for some people it is, I'm sure. It's going to be quiet for a second while I tab out. This game is 270 megabytes, so it's pretty small. But let's get to it, shall we? I will first go over the settings menu. My one biggest complaint about this game so far is that, I mean, it's probably just me, but the sound effect when you click on things actually just grates on my ears. Here, I'll be quiet so you can hear it fully. That shit? I don't know, man. I do not like it, but I think it's just a me thing. Options are fine. Nothing too crazy. The game is very stylized, I think, and so I find it a little difficult. I'll just turn that off real quick while I'm thinking about it. I find it a little difficult to parse things initially, but I got over it pretty quickly. So let's get to it. I'll show you the idea. It's going to be a lot easier if I just explain it to you as I go. So yeah, here's what I've done so far and all of this stuff. You can reset the tutorials anytime. There's also a high score system if you're interested in that. We'll just hop right in. So it looks like, to me, there are 4 characters. I only have the starting guy, Mattis, and there are 5 difficulties ranging from like relaxing to easier to normal to harder, and then challenge, which you don't even get to unlock right away. I will be playing on normal to start us out, and on the right here are a bunch of traits which I assume change with the characters you play. We're going to be in the valley. Our guy is grumpy, and he knows the signpost and the forager. I think, yeah, so here's the challenge notice. This game is merciless, and you acknowledge that you're ready for a challenge. Are you sure you want to play on this difficulty? Yeah, of course, I'm a gamer. So the theming of this game is that this is our guy, Mattis, telling a little story, and we're playing the story through, and it changes every time, because it's a roguelike, or roguelite, I suppose. This is the story of how we defeated the prophecy, beginning in the lush, secluded valley after several days of traveling. You know how it goes. Here they come. Now, it should just skip all the tutorialization because I went through the tutorial, but if I go for long enough, there will be some tutorialization that I haven't seen yet. But I'm just going to skip the story. So here we are in our little starting town, or our starting area, I should say. So we are in this little valley. There's forests over here. My last run that I played, I was next to an ocean. That appears to not be the case here, interestingly enough. So you can see the little hammer icons where we're allowed to build. It won't let me build in the middle because if I built in the middle, I would just be dead. I would not be able to get any resources and I would just die. So it's forcing me to build in a smart location, which is a, nice little way to go about it. We're probably going to want to be somewhere like... This looks pretty solid to me, I think. We get next to 2 forests. We get a little water in the north. This is it. So this is our hub building. Now, how does the game work? So we start with our 4 goons who are just scattered around the valley. It's turn-based, so things don't happen until I press the end turn button, which is the little sun in the bottom right. Every day we get to assign our people a task, and we have First of all, we have 20 food, and we'll be losing 4 per turn. Each person eats 1 food. We have 16 wood, and we have the menus down here. So we can build the forager, the wood pile, the cabin. This is our town center, which we already made. The study, which is different. I don't think I had this last time. That's weird. I had a different thing last time. That's kind of cool. I guess it randomizes your start a little bit. So you'll get a feel for it pretty quickly here. The thing that I had the most trouble with was figuring out what everything is, but that's something that comes with time. Like you see, like look at this forager menu and tell me what you're looking at, right? I think it's kind of hard to parse, but once you get used to it, it makes a lot of sense. So I'll walk you through it because that's what I'm here to do. So what this forager says, so top to bottom, the top box is the building requirements. So it requires I think our guys are called pips. So it requires 1 pip, and it'll take 1 day and it costs 1 wood to build this. So in one turn, for 1 wood, I will build this item. And then the bottom part is what it does. So it requires a pip, and every day it'll generate your choice of 2, I think it's hemp, seeds, or berries. Berries are just food, seeds you use for planting, and I don't know what hemp does yet. And then the very bottom is its requirement. It doesn't work unless it's within 1 tile of a woods tile. So we're gonna go here and put a forager down to begin with. And that'll give us some food input, or food output rather, because we're losing 4 per day. I'm also going to want to build a wood pile. The wood pile costs 1 wood and takes a day to build, and it produces 2 wood per day, but it has to be next to a forest, so we'll do that there. On dwellings, the cabin is where we put 2 people in, and they will give us a child, which will eventually become a actual person, a useful person, if you will. But first we need a study. A study needs to be within 1 of a dwelling, and this generates research to tech up to new buildings. So I'll probably do this. It's weird because last time I played this, when I played this on my own, I had a different building here and not the study. It was it had to be no tile or nothing next to it at all, which is interesting that it changes. We'll put the study, I guess here is fine. And then I have 1 more guy. So the signpost is how we expand our territory. So I could go down here if I wanted, though I probably won't be expanding on night 1. I'm gonna get a cabin, and we're gonna start building up our population, I think. But it will cost me a lot of food. So the day ends, and we go through our turn. They go building. The cabin takes 2 days to build, by the way. And then everyone goes back to their tasks, and now we're on day 2. Day 2, we have to assign research. The research tree changes every time. Oh yeah, interesting. And so you're going to see it pop up memory retrieved, because these are things I've never seen before. This mountain spring I've never had before. So instead of, because normally I just have the well, the mountain spring, it looks like, I guess it's just water, yeah? ×2 during water events. There's events and shit, which you'll see when we get along. Yeah, I'm unlocking new things here that I've never seen before. Because these are all different. Yeah, like I didn't have the fan. I did have the meeting point. Education, I didn't have these. Yeah, so the research tree itself is randomized, but they do relatively the same things is what it looks like to me. And yeah, so the way that the tree works too is I haven't unlocked this memory slot yet in meta progression, so this isn't here. And then I have to research a stone, a basic tools, and a clearing element. So I think, for example, they have these little things on the top right. So like this is a chicken element. This is a raw white meat element. I'm gonna see if there's a stone element somewhere that I can see. Yeah, here it is. This one's stone. So to unlock the next tier of research, I need to also have basic tools, a stone, and a clearing, because it's not always going to be stone gather, it's going to be something else, and it's not always going to be workbench, it's going to be something else sometimes, which is why it's denoted like that. Okay, that's me figuring it out less so than it is for you to figure out. I'm learning as well. Anyway, I'm going to grab so tomato field, my feeling is food is a big limiting factor at the start of the game, so I'm going to go for probably tomato field, and then so the tomato fields, they give bonus yield if there's water nearby, but they also don't work in the winter, and they take a while for the food to start growing, right? I could maybe just go, because if I'm going to build up early, what do chickens give? Chickens give 3 chickens. Okay, well, I don't know what that does. Hunting tent, hunting critters within 2. I assume that you would run out of critters if you do that. These I don't think. I guess I could go large study and we could, yeah, let's try actually getting research going early. It's going to cost 7 wood and 2 days to build. And so this research center will give me 1 research per day. And it takes 6 research to level up to get the study. So we're going to need, 6 days to get there. Ooh, so a music kicking in here. I'm going to actually turn the music up a little bit because I haven't heard this too much. I'm going to turn the sound effects down a little bit too, because that sound really grates on me. Yeah, I think the game has a nice little feel to it. Anyway, I haven't gone too far yet. Hopefully, you have the basic understanding. The only thing left to understand is events, which don't come into play for a little bit. So, we're gonna take it nice and easy here. I didn't assign... No, I didn't change what this is producing. That's the what. I need this, so I'm gonna switch the production of this over to berries. So now this will give me 2 berries per turn. So I'm still -2 per turn. And it costs a food to make a baby. And then the baby does eat food while it's out. I can get 2 foragers down, which I think is best here. I don't need wood right now. I don't think anyway. So we'll do this. We'll get 2 foragers and we'll start farming up a little bit of food here. What is this? Oh, this is food. This is forageable food. Oh, but it's out of range? Yeah, okay. So what we're actually going to want to do is get a signpost up. Do I have to be... It looks like I just have to be adjacent to it. So we'll go here. And I'm going to move this guy over to the signpost. I could also get a second study, I assume, and just start basically double my research output. But I only have 4 people, and I need to not run myself out of food. So I think the early game here is going to be getting the food production to get another person out. I'm going to shut up for a little bit, because I kind of just want to listen to the music. So I'm going to let it go. I'll be back in a few turns. I guess the music's over. It was nice, though. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit now, if you don't mind. The other thing... Yeah, I like the soundtrack of this game. The other thing to know about this game is that it's very easy to get information if you need to know something. So, like, let's say this, right? I want to know more about this thing. If I right-click on it, I can just hover over it, and it'll tell me all the information I need to know. So, now what does this mean? Well, it means that... it looks like what it means is... I'm actually not 100% sure, so I can click to get even more information by going into here. And this will give me more. But it looks like I can build strawberry shrubs? Maybe. But this item here, or this thing here, the little triple blocks, is reserves, which just tells you how much you can use it for. So these strawberry shrubs all have a 10 stack, which means that they will produce for 10 turns. In other words, they give me 30 food each over time. So this should be enough to farm up enough food to comfortably make a child. So I'm going to go here, and we're going to go 5 on this round. I'm going to command these 2 pips to give me a new guy. I actually think I'm going to go all in on research here, because for this turn, I'm good, right? I'm okay on food. I don't need it right now. I have food production set up. So I will just let it go, and we'll try to build up our research output a little bit. So now we have a new child. This child takes, I think, 4 turns to uh, become a real person, a functioning member of society, if you will. So they're just gonna sit around and do nothing. Yeah, you can have up to 2 people per child or per house, but if there's a child growing, you can't go make another one in the house, which is, you know. So let's go over some of the stuff you need to know about the HUD here. For example, uh, this icon here tells me how many people don't have jobs assigned for the day, and this icon here tells me that some of my people are gonna starve. So what am I gonna do about that? Well, obviously I'm gonna go gather some strawberries. You produce and then you take the cost of the day, so you can always produce ahead of time. Like I was aware that it was gonna go like this, right? So I'm gonna go and we're gonna start stockpiling a little food because I am probably gonna go for another child here. Well, I'm gonna make, yeah, I'll be fine because I'm gonna go bigger study and then we're gonna try to get farming up and running. I think that's my early game strat here. So we'll grab another cabin. We'll level up our... Oh, I don't have the wood to level up the study, actually, so I'm going to cancel this. You can also demolish buildings, and I think you get the full cost back. Yeah, I'll get 2 back for demolishing that. And it costs... Oh, no, you get half cost back. Okay. Anyway, I want to assign... Do I have someone available? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then the child can't go cut down trees, of course. That would be ridiculous of me. Well, I have... It's a cost of 5, so I can send you to go forage. I just need to make sure I'm foraging... Oh, not forage. I want wood, because I want to be able to level up to the large study immediately when I finish researching it here. Don't worry. I went over by 1, by the way. Don't worry about that. It'll get stored as extra research points. That does not matter, if you were worried about that. Yeah, so research is completed on the large study. Say, I have an extra 1 of knowledge. Shared study. Ooh, what's this? Costs 18 wood, but it produces 6 for every 2. Ah, that's pretty good. So I could go for this maybe. But it's really expensive. I don't really have the wood for that. And I need to focus on getting food. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna learn tomato field, I think. It's gonna complain because I don't have water production actually, so yeah, I should get, not tomato field, I should go get mountain spring next because the little exclamation mark here tells me that I don't have a way to generate water to put into the tomato field. So I will play accordingly. One of my people is gonna starve on this day, which is fine. I think, let's see, this child needs to hurry up and grow up. I need someone to go pick strawberries. This game is not like Frostpunk. They don't let me send children into the mines, unfortunately. But yeah, this game, it does have the upgrade system too, so if I want to make this large study, I can just place it right on top of the old study, and it'll subtract the cost of the old study. So I need to go send someone onto the strawberry fields. I want to deplete the natural resources before I go off and try to build up... Or I want to deplete the natural resources before I start worrying about foraging, is what I'm trying to say. Nobody's starving, everything's good, we're good. So, when does this game become challenging, you may be wondering? And the answer is pretty soon. We will start to get into the event systems. The early game goes fast. I wonder if there's a way to speed up this section. Because it does get, it's cool to see, but it is a little bit, you know. I wonder, let me check the options. Ah, fast pass turn, there it is. For players that hate waiting, even if pips will run a bit too fast for my liking. Here, let's see what that's like. Even if the pips will run a little too fast for my liking. I'm interested. How long until our child is done growing? We can check it here. Ailments. One of our people is ailed by being young. I think it says 1 more turn. I can see here. 2 more turns. Okay. So we're gaining 6, we're spending 5. I'm down. I need to send oh, I need a specialist. Oh. So the higher tier buildings require you to have a specialist. So this building needs me to have someone who is specifically a thinker. So I'm gonna go send this pip to train to be a thinker. The thinkers can still, and like the thinker is able to do other jobs, like the base jobs like gathering, but they won't be able to specialize into other jobs that require specialization. Such as I don't know, like defending the place from invaders, perhaps. I know there's a few, like, I know Woodsman is one where you get like production for or for wood production, I believe is what they would call it. What I'm gonna do on this turn actually is I'm gonna build another house because I would like to start working towards another pip. We have good food production. Oh, I need to send this guy to build. I don't have the wood. All right, he needs to go generate me wood. It doesn't matter if I just leave it here like this, by the way. It'll be fine. Dia has completed thinker training. Nice. Oh my god. they they do indeed run fast. Extremely reasonable. So now Dia here is a thinker and will produce 2 per turn at this station instead of just 1, which is good. We're gonna spend our 4 here and we're +1 on food. Soon, I think this turn our child will grow up and we'll be able to produce a little more food. Some buildings cannot be built on flat terrain. For example, mines can only be built on rocks. If you discover such a building, click on the correct terrain to build on it. Build it on. Oh, so I bet the mountain spring has to go here. Yep, okay. Got it. Oh, that sucks. Wow, that's really bad for me. Huh. Interesting. Can I terraform the rocks? No. What about this? Mountain. Okay, so these are impassable mountains. So why does this suck? The reason this sucks is because the farms get a bonus if they're next to water tiles. I guess I'm gonna have to put the farms along these water tiles then? What I was gonna do is I was just gonna put the well down and then surround it, but I guess that's not the case. Oh, there's copper ore. Huh. There's not a whole lot of places where I can put this. There's actually, oh, over here I could put it too, okay. But that's far away. Well. Alright, let's get ourselves a water tile here. Not enough wood, unfortunately, but our child is grown up into an adult, so they can start generating us some wood. And then we need to assign our new research. Large spring? I assume this is just more water. These are susceptible to being frozen, though, which is fine. We're gonna get tomato field next. This will be done in 3 days instead of 6, which it would have been. I could get it in 2 days even, but I don't have the people. Yeah, I guess we can just put our farms along this water. Here we go. This is the apocalyptic vision. This is what we've been waiting for. The world is gonna end, all the chickens are gonna die. So this is gonna tell us what the apocalypse is. Yeah, you thought it was all so easy. Here's the prophecy. So this game has a system to tell you about the events, which goes like this. And then at the end, there's a Doom event, which I actually didn't get to in my first time through. So maybe I'll go to that in this video, but we've already been going for a while. I'd like to see it, though. So I'll just speed up a little bit. So the apocalypse tells us, or the prophecy tells us what the events are going to be, and we get to fight against them. So there's an omen coming, which will tell us, this omen tells us what the event is going to be. It's going to be tied to the fear domain, which we can, and then here's the event towards the fear domain. The omen makes it more powerful. And then we get a season event tied to heat, and then a doom event tied to heat. All of that may sound like nonsense, but basically, we know that, first of all, shut the hell up, losers. We gotta work hard. Here's our event system. Please let me out. Thank you. Go on. Yeah. So, the omen arrives in 5 days, and it will increase the threat of the fear event. So we can fight it off by putting up hope, which we can do actually at the research, which I will do. I'm not in a big rush to do this, but basically there are buildings we can put up, and then we can have our people go have fun, and it'll build up hope to fight off the fear. And that's the basics of it. Do I have 2 people I could send to create me another child? Oh, there was a strawberry bush right here, and I didn't even notice it. Unfortunate. You're a researcher. I have 1 free guy. Unfortunately, I do not, no. So I'm gonna have our free guy go help research on today then. Because we need 2 people generating strawberries every day. We have 4 more days until that's a problem. But that's fine, because we'll have tomatoes up soon. I'm okay with this. I'm at 6 plus 6 minus 5. I need a little bit of wood, I think, for the tomato town, right? Oh, no, I don't. I just need seeds. Okay. So I'm going to have someone go forage seeds for me then, which is what this building is set to do. I'm going to have someone go produce the well. I should maybe just research the tomato field. And we're gonna grab fertile soil now. This just is fertile soil. If I put the tomato field on tilled soil, it will give me more yield when I harvest the tomatoes. Although, actually, no, I shouldn't build this. I should build community. We need a meeting point so that we can fight off the darkness. Now, water is just another resource. You can see all the resources in the top left, by the way, if you haven't noticed that. So water is a resource that I just need to plant tomato fields, which I will do. Actually, I think I will plant one now. I don't have water, so you need to harvest me some water. I think that if I were to do this again, what I would do is I would just farm up like 40 food because it caps our resources at 40. And then I would just produce 2 children real quick, like. But I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. Meeting point is done. And now we need to build it, and we also need to build. So it's a big production day. Could I pull you off and be okay? I can. I can do 1 day of no foraging and be all right. So we're going to go ahead and put this here. Yeah, notice +2. Oh, if water maker is within 1. Ah. So it does not work up against the here. Too bad. So my farms are actually going to be kind of garbage in this attempt, it seems. But we'll put it down anyway. I have no choice. Someone needs to go till the fields. And I don't need water. So what do I want? Good question. Oh, I need to build a meeting point. That's right. The meeting point. Oh, and I need wood for that. So you're going to go give me some wood. Nice and easy. And we'll set our research. Meeting point's done. I don't need water, really. What about construction? I could do... Upgraded wood production is okay. But I need clearing. Oh, and that's this. Adds clearing. Okay. Which I assume you just have to clear the field so that you can put the wood stack on it. I see. It flows pretty well. I'm relatively okay. But it's I'm relatively okay at understanding things like this, but it's fairly intuitive. I was worried this game wasn't going to be too intuitive, but it flows pretty well. I think I don't know what herbs do for me, so I'm not going to bother. I kind of want to go for the chicken pen and see what the chickens give me. This one stupid and annoying behavior. Pips loved raising chickens. Presumably I would unlock something that I could use. Yeah, probably actually this one for eggs, because I can't imagine you're gonna get a lot out of 3 chickens, but we're gonna go for fertile soil here. I could also demolish this forager so that I could put a good one here. I think I will do that eventually. Let's just send it along here. Alright, our fields are planted. They'll be ready in 4 days. And now I need to place a meeting point. This will give us... So it has I think it's a bonus if it's next to... Or where is it? Yeah, it's a +1 to our hope score if it's next to a dwelling. So the hope score here is currently 50-50 on if we get a good or a bad event for it. And I think... I don't have fertile soil yet. No, we're just going to farm up a little more. 3-5, no one's starving. So I'm good to just go, I think. Here comes our doom event. Or no, so this is the omen. Oh, we're getting fucking attacked? Or no, are these my people? No, these are my people. Sorry, I thought that the stick that my researcher was holding was a weapon. Dia is stunned. Oh, Dia is now a coward. Huh. Forest cry. Dia is stunned for 3 days? Oh God. Fear threat increased by 1. I knew about that. And Dia gained the coward quirk. New ailment stunned. I ain't never seen this before. Cannot move, cannot work. Oh God, it's terrible. What about coward? Time comes they'll be averse to run and hide. Attracts fear. Oh. Wow, that's a shame. Well, this is not very cool. I've never seen this before, so I'm gonna read this. After an event, a pit may be affected by an ailment. You will notice that they are behaving strangely. An icon over their head will help you identify. Dozens of different ailments, some are good and some are pretty bad. Check the Agepedia for more information on each ailment when you encounter a new one. Pips can be disabled by various effects, such as being stunned or refusing to work. After an event, a quirk can be assigned to a pip. Mark the pip for future events and unlock subsequent events with it. Finish most specific pips by holding down the shift key. Yeah, I get it. So Dia is just stunned for 3 days, which is grim. But at least I finished my tilled soil research. Being down a person is a shame. Let's see, nobody's starving. It's -5. You still eat even though you're fucking worthless? Unbelievable. I would like a new child, I think. I think it's time to get a second child. Not enough food. Oh, not enough food. I see. So I'm gonna need to send you to gather. And we'll go... I didn't actually need to make this cabin. Okay, so I can make the baby as long as the first one is finished growing. Got it. And then I need to make tilled soil. I can't put it underneath? Strange. Well, it's free. It just takes a day to make. So I will do that. And I'm not going to bother with research right now. We're going to take a little bit of time off. Oh, I should start building hope against this also. Yeah, here's our... This child is named Ammo? What the fuck? You can't name him that. Yeah, I guess you can. The strawberry bushes are done. Presumably they'll be back again another time, but I need to send another one here, and we're gonna go build ourselves a tomato field here. I need seeds, of course. Well, I'll set it to be planted, and then we will go give me some seeds. And I have one person who can still do something. Wow, look at this, I have 6 people. I guess we'll go back to researching. Oh, I need a thinker. I'll go back to researching, I think. Seems fine. Oh, no, I need to be doing the meeting point, right, because I need to start building my hope. Unfortunately, Dia is worthless here. I think what I'll do, I'll go to the meeting point now. It takes 2 people at the meeting point, and this will generate a little bit of hope for us. Yeah, so currently we're at a 100%, or no, an 83% chance of a good event, and it looks like a small chance of, oh no, 100% chance of a good event. Okay, so our hope is good for now. We'll just leave it. And we'll go, this is going to be grown in a day. We'll get some seeds, and I'm going to go for, probably okay to just go along the strawberry bushes, because these are kind of juiced. They support my community right now, though they won't forever. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep tilling fields. That seems right to me. We're down a little bit on the hope score, but that's okay. The event isn't coming anytime soon. It gives you a little warning before the event is coming, so we're chilling. I can go look somewhere. It's here. How long do I have? I have about... It's somewhere around 10 days. It doesn't... You don't know exactly when it is, it looks like. But somewhere in there. Okay, so we're starving a little bit, but that's just because one of our strawberry fields ran out. But our tomatoes are done. I believe, now that it's done, I can till the field underneath it. Yeah, like this, and then it'll give me better yield. So I'll do that, and we'll just forage for today. And then I have one person... Oh, I have Dia's back, of course. So we'll start researching towards... I don't know what. I haven't unlocked these yet. Maybe we go... hunting tent? But I don't know what critters are, so I don't know about the hunting tent. Oh, you know what? I have a feeling that What's coming is a heat event, so I could go for this fan to cool us off, perhaps, to start fighting, because that's what the big Doom event is. It's a heat event. Yeah, so now this is all fertile soiled. So now this will give 3 tomatoes per harvest, which is nice. And this will be 3 tomatoes per round for 6 rounds, which is about as good as the strawberry. I mean, it is as good as the strawberries were, and they'll grow back faster. I need a worker, and I need some seeds, so we'll go get some seeds. And you can... What am I getting? I'm +8 -6 right now, so I can go +6 -6, I think is fine. And we'll go for... I think a little water. I'm gonna probably want to go to the meeting point again pretty soon, just to give myself... Oh yeah, our child is grown. Nice. Oh! An unknown event is coming upon us. The vision is confusing, but there is hope. Ah, here it is. 5 days until the event hits. I think... Oh, we can get the very big fan. That's like a future-proofing thing, really. I think I will go... Altar gives us... What is this? Faith, probably? Nature. Ah. Remedy rug. Ah, this is for healing. I don't need any healing yet. I think I'm gonna go for... Let's do this. Produces tools. Ah, yeah, basic tools if we need them for, like, yeah, woodworking. I assume you need an axe. We'll research clearing on this turn, I think. Could probably demolish this, huh? I should have a free pip. I'm gonna grab... We're gonna go through this event, and then I'm gonna wrap up, I think, because this is you have a good feeling for how the game is. I'm probably gonna play some more of this at some point. Probably not for YouTube. It's probably going to be a stream game for a bit, but I'm liking this game. It's pretty fun. I do enjoy city builders. Whoa, I zoomed in on accident. Oh, these guys... I see. So currently we're at a 100% chance of getting the good event. So I'm going to go ahead and plant some fields here, and we're just going to start working towards food. Because food, more people, more stuff. It's a permanent... so it's the way it goes, you know? We'll get it going on that. God, they fucking zoom. Memory retrieved. Remove paving. Strong town requires good foundations. More advanced structures are too heavy to be built on grass and require pavement below pavements and increase hit points of structures. Make your town prettier. Yeah. Okay, so we'll start doing some forestry stuff up here, I think. I'll go wood stack here. And we will... I guess it has to go... I could put it here, but I'm probably going to convert this and we'll move it out because that's more logical to me. Ah. The fear is increasing every turn because of the forest yell threat that we had, is what I'm reading here. Oh, an important note for adjacency, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but adjacency doesn't count on a diagonal in this game. If you look at this thing, the study requires a dwelling within one. Doesn't count on the diagonal. I think I will just chill here. We got nothing much to do right now. I could go for... We got 3 turns until this is out. I think it might not be a bad idea to extend a signpost out into this area. Start working my way forward. Eventually I'm going to want to be over here, because this I could build 3 wells and then just build a whole farmland around it, which would be pretty solid. Yeah, I don't need any more seeds right now. I think these replant without me needing seeds, but I'm not 100% on that. But you get the general feeling. It's a very good city builder, I feel. The resource management flows in a way that makes a lot of sense to me. So, I like it quite a bit. I don't know if I need another hope or not. I'm gonna play it safe. This guy built... I think you go gather me a little bit of berries here. Because if I build a nice little food stockpile, I can safely go for more people. Here comes the event, by the way. So it does a little dice roll thing here. When it's time, I filled the bar to be green. So it guaranteed the dice roll, I see. So what do we get? Ah, this guy, our meeting point is efficient. I don't know what that means, let's see. I'm sure it'll give me a pop-up. Efficient. After an event, buildings can sometimes become affected by a condition. These conditions can cause damage, block production, spread to other buildings. Check the age PD when you encounter a new one. Building's in a condition. A special action can be used to fix the problem. Okay. Presumably this just means that it... I've already guessed, I bet it doubles output for X amount of time. 4 turns of efficient. Let's go check the book. I can search it. Hello? Not efficient? Oh, I'm in the wrong tab. I need... conditions? Efficient. Here it is. Last 5 days, yet production plus 100%. Cool, cool. So it's going to give us 4, which means I can just stockpile a ton of hope here. I'm going to play through these turns because I'm having fun. And, yeah, that's it. I'm going to do it because I'm having a good time. This game's a lot of fun, though. That's my assessment. I like this game a lot. I'm probably going to play a good amount of it, actually. I don't know how much there is of it. Like, I don't know telling how big it actually is. But it's a good time. Repair some events can damage a building. Oh, I had a building get damaged? I don't know. Could build a fan eventually. I want to build... I don't have the lumber mill yet. That's right, it's not finished researching. Do I need to replant this? I do. Okay. Yeah, I do need... So you do have to spend the seeds to replant it. It makes sense. I'm not shocked. Our hope is so high. Our people are living it up. Actually, I might just go to the Doom event, honestly. Let me see. How far away is it? Oh, it's pretty far off. It's on day 10, it looks like. So it's... Yeah, it's pretty far off. I'm going to wrap it up here, because I think this is a good stopping point. This game's a lot of fun. I've definitely been won over. The learning process for me, it took a little bit to get used to everything, but once you get a feel for it, it makes a lot of sense. Once you know what you're looking at. But I would say the first 30 minutes is very confusing, but if you can power through that, I think this game's a ton of fun. I definitely recommend it. For now, though, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.